Hi guys, it's me, Alex, your sassy dispatch girl, and today I would like to help you out. Some of you are starting trucking business, some of you already got MC, and the next question, how do I create setup packet? Why do I need one? And what should be included? Well, every company is different. And you guys already know that brokers packets can be so different. They can be 16 pages, 17 pages. Some of them can be just two, 3 pages. We as a carriers, we also should have our setup packets. And why? Because personally, I think it's gonna be easier for you and faster to get set up. So let's see what I suggest from my own experience. Usually, to get set up, brokers will ask you for this paperwork. They want you to sign broker-carrier agreement. Usually they're gonna send it to you. It can be via PDF, and a lot of times it's already the third-party link. You need to complete their carrier data sheet. You need to send them current cargo and liability insurance certificate, master certificate. Also, you need to make sure you contact your company which represents you for insurance, your agent, or maybe you have access to online and you can request certificate holder for this company. You need to send them proof of motor carrier authority. Also, your rating must be satisfactory, and we already know that we can have 4 different ratings: satisfactory, non-unsatisfactory, or conditional. And you also need to complete W-9. Okay, sounds easy. So should you send a page of authority, for example, separately, certificate separately, your reference separately? Well, it's all nice, but you want to show them that you are organized, and plus you want to make sure it's easier for them to put you in a system, because you are here on a carrier end, you're trying to make sure it's faster process because you really need that load. Your driver is waiting, and someone in their office needs to also enter all that information. So that's why I suggest to create setup packet for your company. And let's see how I would like to do it and what I suggest. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but it should be organized and the main information should be there. So let's see. First, you should need to create cover sheet. And we're gonna look what should be put on your cover sheet. Then, of course, you need to attach proof of authority. Then you need to attach your master certificate, COI. Then you need to make sure you have your W-9 signed by the owner of the company with your tax ID. You should include UCR registration if you decide to, it's not necessary, and reference list. If you're a hazmat carrier, of course, you're gonna add your hazmat permit. If you want to make equipment list and tell them which areas you want to go, it's up to you. But 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 is a must. So cover sheet, proof of authority, master certificate, W-9, and reference list. So this is a cover sheet. Let's say we just created the fake company, so I can just show you how it should be done. Well, you should put the name of your company, where you located. You should put your MC number, your USDOT number, and your tax ID on cover page. Why? Because it's gonna be easier for them. They don't have to go through your packet to search for this. They don't really have to go to W-9 to see what is your tax ID. They don't really have to go to the second page. They can start putting you in a system. Of course, the phone number, your fax, and email. If you have the email for dispatching, then put for dispatching. If you also have a separate email for accounting, make sure you add that as well. So this was page number 1, that cover page. And usually brokers have their cover page. But today we are talking about our setup. Okay, let's continue. So what is gonna be page number 2? Well, this is gonna be certificate which you received when you open MC. So it's gonna show when your company was open and what date. So this is a proof of authority. So this is our second page. After this, you're gonna have certificate of liability insurance, and it's a master certificate. So it's just gonna show who is your agent, that it is your company. It's gonna show some policies, when is it starting, when is it ending, your limits, what kind of coverage do you have. And pay attention here, certificate holder is not filled out because this is master certificate. This is just a general information. And if you know that, for example, it's going to be TQL or it's going to be C.H. Robinson, you're going to read what they need you to put in the certificate holder. And in the next video, when we're going to be talking about how to do setup, we're going to discuss what does it mean to be a certificate holder. But the purpose of this is just to create your setup packet, which you're gonna have it on your desktop. When you're gonna have it, you can print it out and have in front of you. This is something you need to represent yourself for the setup. Maybe you're just trying to set up, maybe you need to send them updated information. So let's keep going and see what is it gonna be the page number 3. Of course, W9, right? Because they need to know who are they gonna, how are they gonna report you to the IRS. In the end of the year, we all have to pay taxes. So this is done. Who is gonna sign? Of course, the owner of your company. Please make sure, if you're just a dispatcher, legally you cannot sign W9. You're not an owner of the company, so you will need to make sure that owner of the company or a representative who is authorized to sign is gonna put the signature there. Okay, dispatcher can only sign rate confirmation when you agreed for the load from A to B. Dispatcher cannot even sign broker carrier agreement because you are not the owner of the company. You're not authorized manager, so make sure you know this. And please make sure you don't put your social security on the W9, right? I know some of you are so responsible that you guys think, well, I am filling out this form and I should put my social security. Well, not. You're just a dispatcher and it's nothing to do with your social security. I have that happen as well with some newer dispatchers. Let's continue. Now, if you guys have a factoring, you're gonna attach notice of assignment. People who do not have factoring, you're not gonna have this page. So you're gonna have NOA. And then last page, which you should have, is your references, right? References for people who are you working with. And usually someone who is new, they did not book the load yet. Maybe this is gonna be your first load. So who can you put as a reference? Well, for example, people who have factoring. If I'm your factoring agent, right? I should give you good references. I am doing business with you. You my carrier. If I'm your insurance agent, I should be able to give you a positive, good references, right? If you buy an equipment for me and you finance an equipment, maybe the dealer can give you a good reference. Maybe your bank can give you a good reference. But just remember, after you start booking those loads, if you guys did a great job and you know that broker really like you and you were on time for pickup and delivery, make sure you call and say, let's say you call Coyote and you asking, Mike, we are a new carrier and we just had a load for you and we did a great job. Is it okay to put you on a reference list? Make sure that person knows that you put them on a reference list. For what? Because you're a carrier. Now you just did the load. Don't just put people on a reference list, because if broker is gonna call and person never heard of you or did not know that you put them on a reference, they're not gonna give you that good reference, and it can be crucial. Also, lots of times you guys gonna see that bigger carriers are not recommended to be on a reference list. And you guys gonna see in broker carrier setups that they will tell, please do not put TQL, do not put Coyote, or do not put England Logistics as a reference. Why is that? Because let's say TQL, they have around what, 3,000 employees. So if you did not put exactly extension, the name, if they call just the main number to TQL, first of all, they're not gonna give reference, and it's not actually fair, because TQL wants references from us, Coyote wants references from us, England Logistics wants reference from us, but they are too big or too busy to give reference for us, even if you're a company with one truck. So it's not fair, but this is the reality. I wish I could change some of the things to do better, and we're just trying to understand what they want from us. So one more time, we just created our setup packet. We had all these pages, and we would save it, and we would have it in Adobe, and we would have it on our desktop. We would print it so we have it in front of us. So if they need to verify our MC, our DOT number, our tax ID number, who is our insurance agent, we have it in front of you. It's gonna make your life easier, because we are humans. Can we memorize all the numbers? Not really. But if you are on the phone and they are asking you this, well, you should be fast and you need to provide it right away. Happy trucking. Hopefully to see you in our future classes, and it's nothing impossible. It's so easy to create setup packet, right? And please, I am gonna have another video how to get set up. So first step is done. You guys have MC. You created your setup packet. So let's see how you're gonna get set up with the brokers. What is the process? What needs to be done besides creating your setup? How do you fill out that broker agreement? What else do you need to do? How to make sure that you put them as a certificate holder? And how hard is it? Is it easy? Is it hard? Is it possible? Should you hire someone? Should you do it yourself? Can you do it from your truck? Well, I will answer you all those questions. And here I am again, Alex, your sassy dispatch girl. Happy trucking, be smart, and make sure you're ready for this. This is a great industry. You can make money if you know what you're doing. Sign up for our classes. Learn dispatch today at gmail.com. Learn it today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow you will be a pro. Goodbye.